The Creation Club celebrated its first anniversary a couple of weeks ago, so I thought, with the amount of content it now offers compared to when it was first started, now's the perfect time to further review it. I've made a list of pros and cons, and I'm going to go over them, one at a time, and highlight how some elements of the Creation Club are great, while others are utterly dreadful. Just a heads up, I don't have Skyrim Special Edition installed, as I hate it, and why I do is a topic for a whole other video. But while I'll discuss the Creation Club as a whole, footage and review will be based on my Fallout 4 Creation Club experience. I have made a Creation Club related video before, which I was unsatisfied with, so I hope to get my point across better this time, especially seeing as I've now spent some money on it and I can further review the premium content in addition to freebies. Anyway, let's start by going over what the Creation Club is. In essence, it's a means for Bethesda, with help of other developers and modders, to keep supporting Skyrim and Fallout 4 with official content that doesn't conflict with each other or the base game and DLCs. It allows external modders involved to make some money for their work, and also is a quick and convenient platform that allows people to support Bethesda. Now these are just facts, not my opinion. There are many mods available, from Nexus mods to other places, that do or add things that Creation Club content does, but for free. Such things include their Hellfire power armor, Chinese stealth armor, and backpacks for Fallout 4, and camping and, again, backpacks for Skyrim. Of course, people aren't thrilled about having to pay for this content just because Bethesda's offering it, and why should anyone pay for it? A lot of the earlier Creation Club offerings are of rather poor quality. For example, Bethesda promote a creation for having a quest attached, when in reality the quest is simply, go here, kill him, and yay, now you have this rare item, go you. Creations which follow this format include the Hellfire power armor, Horsepower armor, Divine Crusader for Skyrim, and the prototype Gauss rifle. But if putting little effort into a meaningful and interesting implementation of creations wasn't bad enough, some simply magically spawn into your player's inventory upon downloading them, like the Prey outfit or handmade shotgun. Now that's just downright lazy, no excuses. We can just exclude the Prey and Doom creations from this review entirely, especially seeing as they're branded non-canon by Bethesda anyway. But the fact remains that there are other creations that simply appear from thin air, which is just shite to be honest. There are modders out there who create whole quests, or design new merchants to obtain their new items, or even implement the new content into level lists so they can be obtained from NPCs. Now, using the handmade shotgun as an example, it does indeed appear in NPC inventories and shops, but with that being the case, why on earth do we need one to magically spawn in our inventory? You don't download Oblivion Shiver Analysis to instantly become the ruler of the realm, or download Dawnguard to instantly become a vampire lord. Hell, even Oblivion's horse armor has a short, albeit painful and sloppy, quest along with it. So with the main and sole purpose of this creation to offer a single new gun, it's disappointing that it's just thrown to the player instantly. I'm not sure if it's worse or not that the handmade shotgun was actually made by a modder as well, but there are other Bethesda creations which follow the same piss poor format or similar formats. Let's look at some positive aspects of the Creation Club now. For starters, regardless of the quality of content, Bethesda offers at least one, but sometimes up to around 4 creations for free a week, on the Fallout 4 Creation Club at least. Now, while this is indeed a ploy to get users to check out the Creation Club offering, it's also generous, as while sometimes the freebies are rather mundane, ooh, grey Pip-Boy skin, ooh, sometimes they can offer something rather cool for users, like the Arcade Workshop pack, which is something I'd always wanted in the base game anyway, and it's done to a high quality in the Creation Club. Or the Transdogrifier, which can change dog meat's fur colour, or even breed, if you happen to own another dog creation. Speaking of the dog creations, however, they have such a small amount of effort put into them, I don't even know why they exist, honestly. You cannot have them as followers. To get a new breed to follow you, you must buy, or be lucky enough to get it while it's free, the Transdogrifier to use, and use it to force dog meat's molecules to represent a different breed. Surely that counts as animal cruelty? You cannot talk to these new dogs or interact with them at all. However, you can rename them, but only through a preset randomised list that Bethesda made. You cannot equip them with any armour, clothing or colours, even when you've turned dog meat into one of these new breeds. Again, this is pure laziness, there's no excuses for it. They are also not added to level lists and spawn lists, so that golden retriever you just got from a quest, the extra character magically knows how to track down dog breeds with his Pip-Boy apparently. Well, that's the only golden retriever in the whole bloody Commonwealth. Well done for finding it. Like, fuck's sake, not only is that extremely unrealistic, it's again pure laziness. For free, dog creations are nice extra settlement details, nothing more. I cannot recommend you spending a penny on them. And for people who say they buy them because they love dogs, well, use that money on your own dog if you have one, or even a dog or animal charity instead. It's money better spent. Moving on from the shit creations, there were some rather good ones. I already mentioned the Arcade Workshop pack. It adds arcade machines of 3 colours for all Pip-Boy games, including Automatron. I know you don't need to own the Automatron DLC to access it. The arcade machines are all fully functional too, and they clip together nicely. The pack also comes with custom paintings for the games, new lights, stools and cool carpeting, as well as new lights which project images based on the Pip-Boy games, which look great inside an arcade. Being fair though, this pack does have some flaws, with settlers being unable to use the machines. It also makes the Robco Fun magazine redundant, as you have access to all the Pip-Boy games in the machines from the start. A better idea would have been to unlock the new arcade machines as you collected the corresponding magazine and therefore unlocked each Pip-Boy game. The premium, and I use this word to separate it from the content that's liable to be given away for free, Settlement Ambush Pack is brilliant. It has a new horde mode mechanics to the game for your settlements, and improves the settlement mechanic feature. To describe it, think of Black Ops Zombies, but instead you get endless waves of gunners, raiders or something else. You can control when to trigger one of these endless fights using new items in the build menu, and you can deactivate them at any time if you get tired of a fight. On round 10, you face a boss, and when defeated you receive a flag to put up in your settlement, as kind of a bragging right. It also allows you to continue the endless fights against a specific enemy. There are 4 potential enemy types to face in total from the next tier from that one. An example is, I completed tier 1 round 10 of the Gunners and Raiders fights, so when I next decide to face off against them, with the corresponding flags up in my settlement, those fights will start from tier 2 round 1, so it'll be harder than last time. I'm not sure how high the tiers go, but I hope it truly is endless, because if not I'll be rather disappointed. But the new horde mechanic is handled and executed very well. I had no issues, no crash issues or anything like that whatsoever, and if this was a mod on the Nexus, I'd definitely expect crashes and issues and conflicts and stuff. And on a side note, I've used similar mods for Oblivion and New Vegas and they both did cause crashes. Additionally, you also get a shooting range with this pack, which settlers can use, and it produces happiness, which the flags do too by the way, when you have them up. And along with some decoration items, various junk fences and a very useful new 6-point defense watchtower, you also get the new security camera system for settlements. You can place them anywhere in a settlement, and from the main camera control screen you can watch the events of another settlement unfold without going there. It's not perfect as the load times are rather slow for it, and Nick Valentine might just decide to fall out the sky in front of you into the camera to see you at Finch Farm if he happens to be following you. But overall it's a pretty neat feature. You can see settlement attacks unfold and their outcome without going to help or get involved. Taking a step back from a specific creation, as a whole the creation could be either good or bad. It's good for PS4 players looking for brand new content as they can't get that from the restricted mods sadly, thanks Sony. It's also good because it shows Bethesda is still supporting their games and some of the content is of a good quality indeed and worth trying out if free or affordable to you. However, it is also downright ridiculous. The weapon, armour and clothing skins and dogs are fought for, and the camping and survival and backpack creations for Skyrim, well, there are equivalents out there. There's no need to buy the creational versions at all. Another creation on the Fallout 4 store is the Sentinel Power Armor AI Companion. Now I bought her and it's rather good. The companion functions well and is useful, has 3 voice options including Mr. Gutsy, which is really good because they didn't include that in Automatron, which I was annoyed by. And additionally it comes with the Outcast Power Armor and a new magazine issue for Hot Rudder, which is good for displays. And the magazine itself comes with Race and Stripe Power Armor and a Pip-Boy skin. But my personal like for this aside, the fact remains that our modder did already come up with the idea for a sentient Power Armor companion back in 2016. Now I wasn't aware of this when I bought the creation, but I'm still happy with my purchase. But while I don't really care much, I'm pretty sure the mod creator themselves and other people would indeed care. Because charging money for something that people can already get for free from a different source is pretty scummy. But with Bethesda ripping off or copying mods like Wasteland and Tundra Defense and New Vegas' quest mod Autumn Leaves for the Brain Dead quests in Far Harbor, it seems there's no stopping them copying ideas or at least drawing heavy inspiration from them anytime soon. For the record, I do love settlement building in Fallout 4, it's more advanced than any modder could ever do. However, Brain Dead was a very poor and blatant rip-off of the amazing Autumn Leaves mod, so Bethesda should be ashamed for that. Skyrim's Creation Club is not as well supported as Fallout 4's. It has far less creations on offer, and new ones are rarely added at all. Looking at a list of upcoming content, it seems all we're going to be offering is some new jewellery, wildlife pets, a new house and some wild horses to the world. Hardly premium content material. So while I've not played any of Skyrim's content from the Creation Club myself, I can soundly say that it's rather lacklustre based on its offerings. There's nothing I want from it, even for free. Fallout 4's Creation Club, while hardly being the holy grail of content itself, is better and offers more variety. In conclusion, as a whole, the Creation Club is a platform made to benefit Bethesda, the involved partners and modders, and which also predominantly benefits PS4 users who don't have access to new content otherwise. Skyrim's Creation Club is probably not worth the time, although that is indeed my opinion, and perhaps there's something you yourself like on there. By all means, enjoy it, it's just not for me and I'll never personally use it. Fallout 4's Creation Club has some god-awful creations like the dogs and the earlier weapon quest mods in quotations, but there's some hidden gems in there too. I by no means am to say you should spend a penny on anything in the Creation Club. I chose to, and I'm happy with my purchase creations, but I do suggest you check out what Bethesda offers on sale or for free every now and again, and give at least the free content a chance. If it's not your cup of tea, fair enough. You may even add a mod that adds that certain thing and does it better, but you may as well have a look and try the free creations for yourself. If you hate it, you can always uninstall it forever after all. There are indeed some unique and cool creations available, and even creations like the Sentinel Powerarm AI, which have a similar mod available already, but the mod equivalent to it is riddled with bugs and causes crashes to desktop. Not something I want to install to my game, thank you very much. But anyway, the Creation Club isn't the monster you may think it is, but neither is it the answer to our prayers. It's simply additional content of varying quality. No more, no less. I hope you found this video interesting. Let me know your thoughts below. Thank you for watching, have a great day or good night, whichever applies to you. Bye for now.